XRP Army, are you prepared for a very big week for the cryptocurrency market and even the equities market? In today's video, we're going to talk about what to kind of expect moving into next week, starting Monday, as futures just opened up extremely bullish with the China and US trade deals happening end of last week. And just overall, we're seeing a lot of different sentiments starting to shift towards the positive direction, even from big crypto exchanges like Gemini. But remember, as always, never financial advice, just trying to put you guys on the plays that I'm in. If you're new around here, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm and also consider subscribing to the channel. Let's go ahead and dive in. So first and foremost, market is looking fantastic as futures opened up extremely bullish. Bitcoin above 10.5K, Ethereum above 3,900. We're even seeing XRP with a nice uptick, up almost 1% on the day at $2.52 per coin, up 25% in terms of volume at $2.4 billion exchanging the hands of traders. So Gemini, next week looks real good. XRP coded 9 hours ago with 390,000 impressions. This was an hour after it said, "Good morning, user. The future of money awaits," with the Gemini exchange. So the question and speculation right now for the XRP army is, what does Gemini mean by having this specific tweet saying XRP coded? We're anticipating the government shutdown to hopefully end in the next coming days. And with that, we could see the SEC rulings regarding ETF acceptance and ETF approval. And of course, if XRP gets its ETF approval, guys, we're talking double digits very, very soon. Huge shout out to Ali for telling me about Gemini's tweet. That's such a big one. Now, before we even jump in, XRP, my personal holdings, $13,496.28 on my iTrust Capital account, down about $44 on the day, down $3,100 since I transferred. But guys, I think and I believe that this number here is going to be above $100,000 very, very soon. Call me a delusional bull, but I'm someone who has conviction and I believe that it's going to be there. Now, if you want to go ahead and start utilizing premium custody and IRA, retirement accounts, SEP IRAs, traditional IRAs, you can use iTrust Capital. The link down in the description below. The promo code is your POP8. You can check it out here. You get $100 of funding bonus. And then, of course, you get access to premium custody accounts with no monthly fee. And you could get a tax advantage crypto IRA for those of you that are here in the United States of America. Take advantage of it. Again, promo code your POP8. You get institutional grade custody like BlackRock, Fidelity, and all the big dogs like Coinbase Prime as well. Now, the Kobesi letter breaking: the U.S. stock market futures opens higher as investors react to full details of the latest U.S.-China trade deal. Of course, all retaliating. All of the retaliating tariffs that China imposed against the United States back in March of 2025 have now been revoked. They removed them on behalf of Donald Trump's visit in South Korea with Xi Jinping, the president of China. Now, as we see futures opens up green, then it follows with a statement from Donald Trump breaking. President Donald Trump says the U.S. could become a third world country without tariffs. And this here, you guys need to make sure you're paying attention to. Next week's case on tariffs is one of the most important in history of the country. If a president is not allowed to use tariffs, we will be at a major disadvantage against all other countries throughout the world, especially the majors. In a true sense, we would be defenseless. Tariffs have brought us great wealth and national security in the 9 months that I have been and had the honor to serve as president. The stock market hit an all-time high many times during my short time in office, with virtually no inflation and national security that is second to none. Our recent successful negotiation with China and many others put us in a strong position only because we had tariffs with which to negotiate fair and sustainable deals. If the president was not able to quickly and nimbly use the power of tariffs, we would be defenseless, he says, leading perhaps even to the ruination of our country. The only people fighting us are foreign countries who are at years or 4 years have taken advantage of us. Those who hate our country and the Democrats because our numbers are insurmountably good. I will not be going to the court on Wednesday in that I do not want to be distracted from the importance of the decision. It will be, in my opinion, one of the most important and consequential decisions ever made by the United States Supreme Court. If we win, we'll be the richest, most secure country anywhere in the world by far. If we lose, our country could be reduced to almost a third world status. Pray to God that that doesn't happen. So you guys know from the Federal Reserve perspective, if next week, the Supreme Court rules that Donald Trump tariffs are no longer going to be allowed because it's been a sole decision only based off his judgment, that could be extremely bullish, actually, for all of us that are looking at inflation, CPI, PPI, consumer price index, all those different inflation metrics. So if the tariffs are revoked, and then there is no tariffs from the Liberation Day that were imposed since March of 2025, now we're talking a full-blown cryptocurrency and stock market rally. That's the reality. I'm not necessarily someone that is for or against, but more so against the tariffs because they've caused a lot of just butting heads and a lot of uncertainty in the market. So if they're removed, even though they might not be the greatest, the fact is we are going to see hopefully a lot more uptrend. And when we're looking at technical analysis for XRP and the rest of the market, we should be extremely ready. XRP price today, XRP bulls face make or break momentum at $2.50 before potential $10 upside. The XRP price today is testing a crucial resistance near the $2.50 level, marking a defining moment for the token's next directional move. After weeks of sideways movements, Ripple's native cryptocurrency has reached a potential and technical barrier that could determine whether it continues higher or slips into a short-term correction phase. So if we look at this technical analysis measure, the technical setup shows growing bullish pressure. Analysts observing the XRP chart highlight that the token has been forming higher lows since October or late October of this year, indicating accumulation within the broader uptrend. This technical behavior is often a precursor to a big breakout, particularly when consolidation below major resistance levels like $2.50 and the relative strength index remains above 50, which again is still nothing too crazy. Remember, over 70 means overbought, below 30 is oversold. We're somewhere in the neutral RSI, signaling that bullish momentum is still intact though. So market sentiment, we know, and you guys, if we look at the market fear and greed index, we've seen it time and time again. We're still in the fear zone, meaning that we are in a buy zone, in my opinion. So for those of you that are sidelined, that are still looking to double down and start getting into plays like XRP, right now is still the time to buy crypto. And I'll be the first to say, if you don't hear me saying it's the time to buy crypto, that means we're probably in way too bullish of a market, too much euphoria, too much overextension in a lot of price action. But right now we're not there. There's a lot of teetering. There's a lot of movement that's pretty much sideways, which is an accumulation time period. So with that being said, be prepared. Be prepared. Grayscale ETFs, a lot of ETF approvals could be potentially next week, and double-digit XRP could be around the corner. I appreciate your guys' support as always, but that's all I had for you guys today. So until next time, happy Sunday, and we'll see you guys on Monday. The new month, the new year is coming around the corner. And until then, keep investing. Peace.